Hello everyone, my name is Heather. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. So today we're gonna do something a little bit different. I'm gonna share you with my top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm gonna share with you my top eyeshadow palettes. They're ranging from daily life warm tone and cool tone to something really daring and adventurous and something really fun. So you can get a little bit of everything right here. So they're my go-to and they're really great quality. So without wasting our time, let's jump right in. So first one I'm going to talk about is this one, the Studio Makeup On The Go eyeshadow palette. This is the one that's a little bit warm tone. I have a cool tone as well, but I personally gravitate to this a little bit more. So this one I think is really great for a starter because the color selection here is really great, really neutral, really warm. You cannot go wrong with it. You have a really great mix of mattes and shimmers in here. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mattes, and you have 4 shimmers. You got your brow bone highlight right here. You got your eyeshadow primer. Like, I like to use a white cream matte eyeshadow as my eyeshadow primer. So you got one right here, and then you get your 2 universal transition shade. You also get a black, which is really great for smoky eye or just deepening out the outer corner if you want a little bit, nighttime. And then you also get a really great shimmer that can go with any type of skin tone. This coppery shade is gorgeous. It's like swatch really great. I'm just gonna swatch right here, just let you see. I have to say though, the mattes right here and then this 3 shades on the top row, they don't swatch really great with one swipe, but they can build it up, which I don't think is a bad thing because they do go on really well on the eye, and then they don't crease, they don't smudge everywhere by the end of the day. So I really like this. Also, sometimes I feel like for the beginners, if you're using some eyeshadows really pigmented right off the bat, sometimes it could be hard to blend them out, and sometimes it's hard to save them. So I sometimes think less pigmented eyeshadows will work really well for those who are just like really starter for makeup. So that's my point of view. Moving on to this palette by Juvia's Place. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I use a lot of Juvia's Place palettes because first their price are really affordable. They you cannot go wrong with the price, considering how good their eyeshadow is. Warm tone eyeshadow palette. It's just very daily life and natural, I think. And oh my god, the shimmer in here, it's insane. The best way to apply them is, I think the best way to apply any shimmer eyeshadow is with your fingers. They do apply really great with synthetic eye brushes, and then with a little bit Max Fix Plus. Oh my god, your eyes are just gonna be shimmery to the god. But the only downside for my personal preference for this palette though is it doesn't have a cream white eyeshadow. Like I previously mentioned, I like to use a cream white eyeshadow as my eyeshadow base to set on top of my eyeshadow primer or a concealer that I put on my eyelid. It doesn't have it, but it's not a big problem, So if you're someone who really likes some really warm tone and who likes some great shimmery shadows, Juvia's Place, this is the Nubian one. I think it's gonna be a really great option for you. Okay, and moving on to this palette. So this is the palette by Pony. Is her collaboration with Memebox. This is probably the oldest one I ever had among all these palettes I will be mentioning today. So this eyeshadow palettes are really great for traveling and for daily life, or for some daily look and night look. This can go really well. The mirror in here is even sticking out. I'm still keeping it because this is how much I love it. Oh, by the way, the Juvia's Place and the On The Go eyeshadow palette I just mentioned, they don't have mirrors. like I hit pan on 2 of the shades, and the other shades I almost hit pan on 2. It does have a really wide matte eyeshadow, so I like it. And then it has also 2 type of like grayish, greenish transition shade that I think it would be really great to contour your eyes and your nose. And it does have a like dark grayish brown right here. It can help you to darken out your corner, but not too dark if you don't want something too smoky. And the 4 shimmer shades in here, they're really universal. You cannot go wrong with them, and they're so pigmented. With your fingers, they're just like out of this world. Okay, this one, cult favorite, is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance eyeshadow palette. It has a mirror and it looks like this. The color selection in here, I just love it. The eyeshadow in here, they're really pigmented. They're probably they're the easiest. Actually, they are the easiest one to swatch with. The matte, the shimmers, they all swatch so easily. The one thing I have to worry about is like they have a lot of kickbacks, but then on the eyes, they don't have a lot of fallout. And they blend out so easily. They almost just like blend itself. So great. For the color selection here, they have a mix of shimmery and mattes in here, of course. Mainly they are kind of on the pinkish cranberry shade side. So if you're someone who are not for the pink or not for the purple cranberry, this probably won't be the one for you. Or if you are just want to try something out of your comfort zone, let's say if your comfort zone is warm tone, this would be a great option to start with, because they still have, you can see these 4 shades, still kind of neutral and warm and great for starter, but they do have some like daring shade right here that's like cranberry red, wine-ish kind of shade that will, you know, add a little bit twist to your everyday look. I think it would be really great to start with. And the shimmery shade in here are just like, oh my god, insane. This swatch is so good, especially this shade called Vermeer. This, when you touch it, just feel it in so far, okay? Just feel it in so far. When you touch it, it's just like buttery, literally buttery. You feel like your fingers melting in there. Just only this shade gives me that particular feeling. The other shades, they're good, they're buttery, but not to the point that you feel like your whole finger is gonna melt in there. You know what I mean? And yeah, I really like this palette. This is probably my favorite palette out of all in terms of the quality, in terms of the color selection. It just depends on how I feel like it that day. One of the downside, I would say, is the packaging. You see, I just got dirty on that, and then the worst thing ever is like you cannot clean it up. You cannot clean it up because it's a velvet packaging. It's so, I don't know if you can hear it. I mean, I like this kind of dusty, purplish, pink packaging that's going on right now, but I know it looks really luxe, but it's hard to clean. Okay, if you spill something on it, you're done. You're done with the packaging. But the eyeshadow quality itself, amazing. Okay, now moving on to some affordable options. This, I would say you have to get them. Like, you will have to get them. Okay, for beginners, for makeup artists, for makeup enthusiasts, you have to get them. They're the e.l.f. matte for matte palettes. I have 2 of them. One is the original matte for matte. The other one is the Summer Breeze one. It has a mirror in them, which is great. The packaging, it's really cheap. It falls out really easily. Like this part, just whole pan just pops out. This cream shade, it just cracked because I dropped it on the floor. Dropped the whole thing. The other shades are fine, just that one, which is the one I really like. It's really pigmented. Every single shade in here, in both of them, really pigmented, blends out really nicely, doesn't smudge, doesn't move throughout the whole day, and then they're all matte shades. So if you're someone who really don't like shimmer on your eyes, or you think shimmers just make your eyes swollen, these are a really great option to start with. Or if you're just someone who just want to dabble in the makeup field and you don't know what to try on, but you don't want to splurge on any kind of eyeshadow palettes, these 2 are really great. I forgot to show you this one. The second one is a little more like that kind of Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance vibe. You see what I'm talking about here? So I think this will be great for summer or for autumn. This will be great throughout the whole year. Yeah, if you want to divide them by seasons. And e.l.f. will always have things on sale. Always have like, just wait till they have like their 50% off sale off their whole website. Yes, 50%. And that means like you can get 2 for just 10 bucks. All right, it's 10 bucks for such a great eyeshadow. You can't beat that. No. Okay, now we're done with those daily vibe eyeshadow palettes. I'm gonna dive into something that's a little bit daring. First, it's the Juvia's Place again. It's their Zulu palette. All of the Juvia's Place palette, they don't have mirrors. I don't know why. They could get a mirror, but I like their packaging. I have almost all of the Juvia's Place palettes. These are the 2 that I will be talking about today because I think I use them more than the others. So that's like what I take into consideration when I'm trying to recommend some eyeshadow palette for you. So, dun! This is the Zulu palette color selection. So vibrant, so good. Okay, I'm gonna pop some like right here. Probably one of the photo shoot I did. I shoot this with my iPhone 8 back camera. And I used this 2 shades right here, and the people in the comment were asking me if I used Natasha's Sunset palette on the model, but I'm actually using these 2 shades. They're so pigmented and then blends out so easily. But I'll have to say the mattes in here are not as good as the mattes in the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. You do have to do a little bit of work, but I mean, I can work with them. It's not a big deal. Just a little bit more time, a little bit more blending. It's okay. But the shimmer shadows in here, I die. I literally died. Put on your eyes, I died. So good. If you're someone who are just really bored by all the warm tone, neutral, purplish, pinkish eyeshadow palettes, or if you just like me, you already have all that kind of shades, you just want something blonde, go get this. You won't be disappointed. And next one, oh my god, this guys, this is literally the prettiest eyeshadow palettes I've ever seen in my life. The packaging wise, the eyeshadow itself wise, the finishes, the swatching, the everything, it's out of this world. It's so pretty. It's like the prettiest among all the eyeshadow palettes I've ever seen. The packaging, it's a galaxy. I just have a really inner connection to anything starry, galaxical. Like, I just have this special connection to them. I think they're just real mysterious, really pretty. I even did like, I will show you here, like the galaxical look right here from Halloween. It's kind of pretty Halloween, although this video did come up after the Halloween, but you guys can check it out if you want. Okay, so let's back to the palette. It does come with a mirror, but the mirror here, it broke. I don't know what happened. Just one day I was trying to do the photo shoot and it broke. So here is the actual eyeshadow. They're like in the theme of the solar system. So pretty. They don't just look pretty. They actually swatch really pretty. Almost all of them, I just did one little dip and then I swiped once, and then that's how pigmented they are. This is actually a big eyeshadow palette. It's from BH Cosmetic. It's so cheap. I mean, come on. Can you go wrong with this? One thing I have to say, they are all shimmery eyeshadows. They don't have any mattes, so you do have to pair with, I mean, you don't really have to, but normally I do pair them up with the, let's say, the matte eyeshadow palettes like this too. They're all mattes. These are all shimmer. I mean, maybe you can buy 3 of them, and then it could just be $25 for 3 eyeshadow palettes that can last you forever and ever and ever. And it can satisfy you with any type of makeup look. That's a good deal, right? When you apply them, they're best with your fingers, no joke. Or you can wet a brush for more precision, but honestly, if you want to get most out of it, use your fingers. Last one, the final one, but not least, I will recommend this to any makeup artist or makeup collectors, or if you're just someone who wanted one palette to get done with your whole life. This will be the palette you should get. Oh, again, I love cardboard packaging. They're just so sleek and then very convenient to travel. They don't have a mirror, So this is the color selection. The moment I saw it, I'm like, this is the dream palette for me. I mean, you can see how much I abuse them, and I'm not even ashamed of it. I'm really proud of it. They have all the shadow you can possibly imagine. You can create a really pretty pink look with the first row. The second row is like a warm tone, and then the third row is kind of warm tone as well, but it's more on the darker cranberry wine side. Fourth and the fifth row, they're like purplish, bluish, peacockish, just that kind of turquoise shade. You know what I mean? They could be really great, and they have army greens right here. I think army green eyeshadow, this just goes so well with any type of eye colors. The shimmer eyeshadow in here, no joke, literally no joke. The mattes though, some of the mattes don't swatch really great. I have to swatch 2 or 3 times to get the pigmented I want, but they do go on really well on the eyes. They blend out really well. They stays on put for the whole day, and they're just great. I don't have anything complain. Oh, one thing, yeah, that's just my thing. That's just my thing. It doesn't have a white matte cream eyeshadow in here. Yeah, I know, again, white cream eyeshadow, that's like my essential. It has 2 brow bone highlight though, has 2 shimmery whites. I just wish she probably can take out one of the brow bone highlight. Okay, these 2 white are a little bit different, but they're not that different, you know. Can you tell? Right, one is a little bit more champagne-ish, another one is a little more pinkish, but honestly on your eyes, especially far away, you cannot really tell. You honestly can just tell that, oh, there's a sparkly shimmer in the inner corner of your eyes. That's pretty, but no one will really notice, oh, that shimmery white has a gold base in it, that shimmery white has a pink base in it. Nobody can really, you know, notice. You know what I mean? I just wish, yeah, I just wish. But she did a good job. She did an excellent job, Jaclyn Hill. She's amazing. She's just amazing. She is. Okay, I'm done. Okay, this is the end of the video, and I hope you find this video helpful. And they are all Heather approved. Yeah, okay, so if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and then be sure to subscribe my channel before you leave, and be sure to click that little bell down there, so you can get notified every time I upload. I don't have a set schedule of uploading video. I will try my best to upload as much as possible. And also follow my Instagram, social media, and everything, okay? Because I'm more active on there. Cool. Bye. Bye. But they do apply very extraordinarily. I'm just gonna change the word. And be sure to subscribe to my channel.